Hello, I'm Sam Stovall, U.S. Equity Strategist for S&P Capital IQ. In this week's Sector Watch, I discussed what S&P Capital IQ equity analysts think will be the main drivers of third quarter market and sector earnings per share growth. S&P Dow Jones Indices recently issued a very encouraging summary of the S&P 500's second quarter earnings accomplishments that included new quarterly operating and as-reported earnings per share records, new quarterly operating and as-reported margin records, a new quarterly sales record, and a new quarterly dividend record. In addition, they stated that third quarter results are expected to break each of these 6 records. Even more encouraging is that Wall Street is in agreement. As of Friday, October 3rd, Capital IQ consensus estimates for the S&P 500 show a 6.3% year-over-year increase in the third quarter operating earnings per share, accompanied by EPS gains for all 10 sectors. In addition, Q3 revenue growth is expected to rise 5% as it did in the second quarter. To access Q3 company earnings as they are released, please follow us on Twitter at SPCapIQEarnings. Which will be the driving forces behind Q3 results? My Sector Watch, found on www.getmarketscope.com, highlights what S&P Capital IQ equity research analysts see as the factors that likely affected EPS growth in Q3. In particular, the price of WTI oil averaged nearly $10 less in Q3 of 2014 than it did in Q3 of 2013, whereas the value of the U.S. dollar index averaged 2.6% more this quarter than in the year-ago quarter. In addition, U.S. GDP is projected to have risen 3.9% in Q3 on strengthening capital spending, residential construction, and job growth, plus still favorable interest rates. I'm Sam Stovall, and I'll talk with you again next week.